coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom. I appreciate the support. Yeah, even in the hangoutware.com, I could, you know what I'm saying? I could put them together if I had to. Listen, man. Woo! We on the road, man. Check your subscription though, man. Make sure you subscribe. On the real note, man, they are unsubscribing people without their knowledge, man. There's some skullduggery, some larceny, some tomfoolery, some trickeration. But that's what's going on, man. So if I'm worth the blessing, man, do your due diligence, man, and check your subscription and make sure you subscribe, man. All my members, y'all already know what it is. New videos coming. We're going to get real funky over there, man. We're going to start taking that show on the road and bringing in people over there as well. So stay tuned. Stay locked in. Like seasoning. You dig? Because when you get the seasoning in the food, when you sprinkle it, can't get it out of it. It's just in there. You heard? Listen, man, this is a situation that I wouldn't wish on nobody. It couldn't be me. I'm going to tell you that right now. Could not possibly be me. I don't even fathom those type of thoughts in my head, right? But this is one of these crazy situations, man, where if you ask me, I think everybody was wrong. You be the judge at the end of what you think. But I remember being around this cat, young dude, I would say young, but he probably had been locked up, pulling up on 10 years. He's been locked up since he was 18. Excuse me, he definitely was in his late 20s, right? So, I was in the block with him once or twice. Happened to be in the block with him on this occasion right here when this situation came up. Dude used to, he smoked reefers. He ain't, do nothing holiday. He ain't, what I'm saying, had no real gambling habits or nothing like that. Smoked reefer, but he was in the game, you know what I'm saying? He with that gang stuff, but he was more or less by now, he a little shot caller or whatever the case may be. But, you know what I'm saying, he was, I perceived him to be not really like kicking it with him, knowing him like I perceived him to be, you know what I'm saying, besides being in the game, you know what I'm saying, which is crazy. But other than that, I perceive him to be a level-headed dude, you know what I'm saying? He get visits every now and then. He stay on the phone, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if his girl, whatever, but he stay on the phone. But I do know he get visits because I done been in the business room with him. He get visits every now and then, maybe once, sometimes twice a month. And his mom used to come see him, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then he might get a homeboy or something, but his mom would come see him, right? Okay. See, a lot of these stories, you don't know till the end of the story what really going on. You just from the outside looking in. So I'm telling it from the perspective of I know what went down. You know what I'm saying? Because it went down, then it was over, then all the information was revealed. But in the beginning, this is just what I see. I just see him as the way he moved around in the penitentiary. Who comes seeing when he was in, you know what I'm saying, the pod with me. So his mom, now he been locked up almost 10 years, so his mom done met some dude 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever the case may be, whatever the number may be, and they done got married, you know what I'm saying? So I guess his mom is happy, his mom a little older, she a little happy, whatever, right? But word is, the old boy, I mean, out of all things to be say, he be messing with the alcohol real bad, and he messed around after couple of years, he, you know what I'm saying, got in one of them, DUI accidents where somebody got hurt. So, the end result of that was he got some time. You know what I'm saying? He had to do something 5, 6 years or whatever the case may be. Now, what type of luck you got to get that they put the dude, his mama's husband, in the same penitentiary he in? Same penitentiary he in. Now, dude ain't never really met him like that, you know what I'm saying? But, seeing him in face, because I don't even think he ever had came up there with his mama to see him, right? So now he on the same compound. He ain't in our block, but he in the building and he upstairs. So This where all the controversy come in because his mama let him know that, you know what I'm saying, the husband is there, you know what I'm saying, da 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 da, you know, look out for him, woo woo woo, cause he been in a minute and she know he in the gang, whatever the case may be, right? So the problem started coming now with being that the husband is there. So what are you gonna do on visits? See what I'm saying? It ain't like his mama come every week, but his mama did come see him, like, you know what I'm saying, once a month or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, legally, being that his mama is on the visiting list for him, she has to get a certain type of paperwork to be able to come see somebody else. But she can legally come see him because that's her husband. That's her legal husband. Now, had they just been dating or whatever, she had to pick and choose or what, you know what I'm saying, who she was gonna come see. But being that that was her legal husband and her legal son, then she could get the right to come see him. Now what they could have did was put the visits together. They done did that. I done been on compounds where dudes got the two brothers on there. I done been on compound where three brothers and their mama them come see him and they all can go in there together, even though they won't even in the same, you know what I'm saying, they won't even in the same pod. Two of them was in a pod, the other one won't in the pod with it, but they was all brothers. And they could go in there and see him. I'd have been on the joint with a couple of times where two brothers and they go in there and see their parents, you know what I'm saying, their mama, daddy, whoever it was that came to see him. They can do that, but you got to get the paperwork for that. They got to know that that's legit. So they could do that, but I heard that old boy ain't want to do that. I mean, and you know what I'm saying, that the husband, he ain't want to. He want to see his wife and see his wife. You know what I'm saying? So little things like that. Now, youngin' done talk to him on the yard or whatever, whatever. You know, it ain't nothing but they cordial, woo woo woo. But you know what I'm saying? You got to think now she getting calls home from her husband probably a lot because you know you gonna call your wife. He might want to call his mama. He can't call because he on the phone because all of this type of stuff. So now I heard that the issue arose because now since he been there, the mama is coming up there every weekend to see him. But that's her husband. But old boy felt a certain type of way, like, you don't even come see me that much. You know what I'm saying? That's where the problem started going at. You know, so she, I guess, telling her husband that the son feeling some type of way because of her coming up there to see him, this, that, and the third. So now the husband, he got an attitude like, I'm your husband, woo, woo, woo. I know that's your son, but da, da, da. You know, and she going back and forth. She put money on his books, woo, woo, woo. Now, being she putting the money on his book, so that's he know that's, you know what I'm saying, how he getting his bread. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like she stopped still sending him some bread too. From what I know, if he needed, but she sending money on the books with him. Now he out on the yard, being that he locked up for some DUI stuff. He out on the yard and or buying wine from the wine dude. So he drinking. You know what I'm saying? He one of them dudes, man. I mean, like he had a real alcoholic problem on the street, obviously. So in the penitentiary, once he found out that they make, you know, that good old jerk wine in there that's just as potent, he started buying up a lot of wine. So now, old boy telling his mama, you know, I seen, you know what I'm saying, your man's out there on the yard drunk and whoop whoop the woo, you know what I'm saying? So she like, what? So then she confronting him, you know, like, I ain't, you know, you in there drinking, you supposed to be getting yourself together, da 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 da, woo woo woo. So now he's like, look, you know, he's screaming on her because that's his wife. So now he pulling up on the son, like, what did you telling her my business? And he like, man, that's my mama. You know what I'm saying? It's just a ball of confusion. You know what I'm saying? So real domesticated stuff going on here. So he now they ain't like, you know, they ain't seeing eye to eye. And Youngin is telling him like, man, don't pull up on me about nothing I say to my mom. That's my mama. Woo woo woo. And old husband is like, okay, well that's my wife. Blah, blah, blah. Now mind you, old boy in the game. And old your boy been in the penitentiary almost 10 years, about eight to 10, and he been working out. And it's like a physical altercation. He'll crush him. It just look like it to me. I could be wrong. Old head might have, you know what I'm saying, knew something. He might have been in Vietnam or something. You know some of that type of stuff. But it was just like crazy. So his homeboys pulling him like, man, come on. So now he even more mad. So he like, man, I don't know what y'all got going on, but you know, you come up here to see him every week. I've been locked up almost 10 years. You come see me, but you ain't can't see me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm your own flesh and blood. I'm your son. And you getting this fool money, and all he doing is drinking on the yard. He out there drinking. He trying to buy wine from every block. You know what I'm saying? You spending your money to send to him to do this, and it's a whole thing, man. So they going back and forth. Well, I need you to come see me this weekend, so we ain't be talking about this on the phone. I want to sit there and talk to you. So she said, well, I can't come see because I already say I'm going to see Earl. Didn't I just tell you what the... So he yelling and screaming and arguing with his mama. That's getting the mama all crazy. She going with the son there. Then the husband that told her, look, you know what I'm saying? Hey, stop talking to him. He gonna mess this marriage up. You know what he did. And this is a bigger problem. He ain't got but a couple of years for this DUI. Youngin got like I mean, I don't know. I heard we don't be talking about time. I heard got an elbow. You know what I'm saying? That's like all day. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like that's like all day down the road, especially under that new law. You understand? So it's crazy, man. So I just looking at the situation and thinking about the situation. It's like a crazy situation for her to be in, him to be in, and him to be in. The situation is crazy for all three of them. So who right and who wrong? You know what I'm saying? My opinion is gonna be different probably for most people, but I know it was a crazy situation. So then she started bagging up from the son, like, you know what I'm saying? She ain't done seen him in like 1 or 2 months. And she's coming up here every week though to see her husband. You know what I'm saying? She ain't picking up the phone as much. The husband done told her, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Barbecue a meal, do. I'm your husband. You know what I'm saying? That's a grown man that's your son that made his decisions. You know what I'm saying? But people can say the same thing about you. You made your decision to go out there drink and drive, and you done hit somebody, hurt somebody, and now you up in here. So, you know, it just was, it was messed up, man. So we got to the point where Younger was calling his mom, you know what I'm saying, and she won't answer him. So he pull up on dude on the yard and say, hey, look, man, you tell my mom, man, answer that phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Tell my mom. And he like, man, you don't tell my wife what to do. He's like, man, what? So they get ready to get into it. So, you know what I'm saying? Same thing again. Dude's like, man, y'all go ahead, you go ahead. So, but threats was made, this, that, and the third. But old head acting like he won't, like he won't go be moved, right? Contraire, mon frere. So, word is he called home, got in touch with his mama. He's screaming on the phone. You can't do nothing but hurt his end. But he like, all right, I'm gonna show you, woo, 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 la la la. Like, all right, I got something. I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? You made your choice, blue, blue, blue. Okay, boom, boom, boom. He bang on his mom. He hang up on his mom, right? So the mama, she gets scared because she know her son. I guess she's scared for her husband. She called up there and asked the people to move him because she think it's gonna be an altercation or whatever. That is a no to the no. I know people probably on the street probably thinking like she just trying to do what's, man. That's just like telling, you know what I'm saying, the enemy that, you know what I'm saying, you got a problem. Man, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to the enemy for no help, man. They already your oppressor. They already the one that got their foot on your neck. What makes you think they gonna do something just for your best interest? You know what I'm saying? So she just saying, just make sure something nothing happen. Woo. Man, them people came over there, ran down on Youngin, man, like, you know what I'm saying, like he shot at Reagan or something. You know what I'm saying? And footnote, they let that dude out for me. Yeah, anyway, but yeah, ran down on Youngin, man, locked him up, man, for investigation, cuff him up, woo. He mad and I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? She feeling like she did the right thing because she don't want to see her husband get hurt, and she claims she don't want to see her son get in trouble. Well, you just got your son in trouble. You call up there and say some stuff like that, he going to be in trouble. And he going to be looked at as if he telling on somebody or telling something when that ain't even the case. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know the infrastructure of what goes on in the penitentiary, you can't make those decisions from the street without, consulting somebody. You can't do that, man, because you could put a dude in a worse situation or get a dude to put a bad bone on his name, and he ain't got nothing to do with what you did. That's your decision. So you can't be making decisions for people in the penitentiary. You don't live in the penitentiary. You don't know the rules in the penitentiary. You see what I'm saying? So he locked up, he mad and I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? He ain't calling home, he this, that, and the third. But what he did do, he called some shots. He called some shots. Because he told those blood dudes, said, hey man, hey, get him up off of there. Get him up off of there. You know what I'm saying? Mama want to play with me, get him up off of there. And he came out to go to breakfast, and he ain't get past the salad port, man. They told him out the frame, they put feet, hands, and foot, and elbows, and, toenails, and everything. They did him dirty, man. They did him real dirty because he ain't really a penitentiary dude. He come out street, but I don't know if he ever been locked up before. He don't look like he been locked up before, but he did have a little size on him, and you can look at the dude and tell like he ain't no sucker on the street. He might be an alcoholic, but he won't no sucker. You can look at him and tell like he done been in some scraps or something before coming up. Like he look like he can handle himself, but you can't handle yourself against a pack of young dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? In a small area. So he ended up on the ground getting knotted up, beat up, dragged. They done ripped half his shirt off, kicked him all. You know what I'm saying? They did him dirty. You know what I'm saying? And the people come, run down there. I don't lock the number like 2 or 3 of them up. But in actuality, he had about 7, 8 dudes on him. You know what I'm saying? Dude had to call that shot. They got to get him. So, boom. They get locked up, take him to the infirmary, this, that, and the third. When he get a chance to call home, and told his wife, now she mad, she upset, she crying, she hollering, she blaming him. She literally saying to the people on the calling up there, saying, that's my son. And they like, ma'am, your son is in jail. You know what I'm saying? Well, he in the game. She telling on her own son, man. That you know what I'm saying? Because she concerned about her husband, but you know what I'm saying? This man came out of your loins. Man came out of your loins, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's just penitentiary is different, man. It be just twisted situations that you might not see nowhere else in life. You know what I'm saying? What's the chances of that, man? You being locked up all this time, your mama kind of like, sort of like holding you down. Then she meets somebody, get married on the street. You happy for her that she doing all right. You know what I'm saying? She not telling you that her husband is drinking like that. He don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Till he get in trouble and get locked up, and then she got to tell him what he locked up for. You know what I'm saying? So now he looking like, oh, he been drinking all this time. You ain't even tell me. You come up here, see me here, talk to you on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Secrets being revealed, this, that, and the third, and then all of this stuff happened because of who she coming seeing, how frequently she coming and seeing. You know what I'm saying? What she sending him money, he can see what he doing with the money. You know, it's just crazy, man. It was just like, it's one of them Jones that'll be twisting your brain because you like, this be our real life soap operas. All right, y'all at home watching As the World Turns, and we got real life soap operas going on in the part. It's 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 people got different things going on. Crazy stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Crazy dynamics. And old youngin was, I ain't gonna say he was doing good because he in the game. Anything can pop off at any time. But for more or less though, he in the groove of his bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in the rhythm in your bit of how you doing. He in the rhythm, and like I say, he kind of like called shots with the dudes that was over there. The Bloods that was over there, he was respected. And the Bloods over there at that time won't really act in the fool. You know what I'm saying? These were dudes like in their mid-20s or whatever. You get on them camps, they got them gang members, the Crips, the Bloods, the GD, whatever. And most of them dudes under 25 or under, man, between 18 and 23, man, them dudes wilding like I don't know what. They get the gang in more trouble than the gang would, be in without having their young butts running around the penitentiary getting into stuff, and then they got to, you know what I'm saying, pile in on the situation. But, man, it was one of them things. I could remember just thinking about that, man, talking to my celly about it, saying, man, that's crazy. Because we like, man, what would you do? I said, man, I wouldn't do nothing. I wouldn't even be in that situation. I wouldn't even be in that situation. I'm telling you right now, Pops, had you got locked up and you was on the compound with me, Mama Pal coming to see me. I can tell you that right there. But, you know what I'm saying? I know that wouldn't be no scenario. But when you see these things and these things right up in your, it makes you just think about it. You like, man, what? That's what all of that was about. Because it's like I say, from the outside looking in, we don't even know everything that's going on till it's over. Once it's over, then the rumors and the the information come out. From just looking at it, just look like, man, what they got going on? You know what I'm saying? The gang dude getting ready to jump on the old head. What do you know the old head? They say, somebody say you know him, but somebody say that's married to his mama. You start hearing and you ain't gonna get the whole story till it's over. You know what I'm saying? But he got locked up. He got banged out. They transferred both of them jokers. They transferred the gang dude somewhere, but they transferred the old head too, cause he couldn't even come back out there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know where the story is. I don't know if the mama started going back and see her son, or if she started going to see him, or she waited with her husband, and they made it till he got out, and then she started back coming to her son, because I heard her son got a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But I do know that much, and that part, that transpired right around us, man. So it just be some of them things you'll see in the penitentiary. It just make you stop and think and be like, man, what if that was me? Or and I know this may sound crazy, but it's just true, to be honest. It ain't about hating or nothing, but it's be like, when you see things like this, you be like, man, my situation could be worse. It could, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that you would think like that, but that's how you would think, like, man, I couldn't handle it. Because when you in the penitentiary, man, you just got so much pressure on you from all angles. Then for something that his mama probably was the main one holding him down. Something to threaten that relationship with your mama. Man, that's enough to make you crash out, dog. Real talk. So crazy scenario, man. But the mama had to pick, man, and everybody saying, I don't know, man. Everybody saying she picked the husband, man. What you think, man? What you would have did? What would you do? You know what I'm saying? What would you do if that was your son and your husband? What would you do? Or who you think did the right thing? I don't know. I think they all was just in a bad situation, man. And I think it turned out bad. But who am I? I'm just another dude, man. Anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. Back. Just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Big love to you, Mason. Y'all stand up, man. We on the road to 150, man. I want this meet and greet bad, man. I want to see what's going on. I want to see all y'all smiling faces in the places. And, man, we can just congregate and celebrate, man, for the hard work we put in so far these 6 years and what we trying to do for these youngers out here. So this will never be their story. This will never be their story. You understand? That's the goal. That's the mission. You understand? That's the marathon, not the sprint. You heard? Gonna take some time, but we can do it, man. Y'all be easy, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, and duck them hooks. I ain't got to say nothing but y'all members, man. Y'all know what we doing over there. We ain't playing no game. Join the club.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure delicious.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.